Drop it.
Hello and welcome to a redstone guide with Syrian. Today I'm going to show you how to build a 9-digit code lock like this one right here you see. So when you put in the 9 digits, if you get one wrong it will reset the whole machine. So it's a pretty secure machine to use for door locks or whatever you want to use it for. First of all, I'm just going to show you how to build it. The first part you will need is this, the button part. And it's a bit complicated to build behind because you need a lot of redstone, so it puts the repeaters in different spaces so you can use them individually. Yeah, so put some buttons, put some torches on the back. This is going to be the output that puts it into the repeaters. Dig a 5 long trench here. Make 2 blocks right there so that the redstone coming from this torch right here doesn't interfere with the one from that torch. And put it up there with a repeater in front. Now you want to put a repeater in front of both of these torches right here. So now we have the output for the bottom lane that's individual, which is kind of cool. And you want to put 2 repeaters because they all have to line up on the same line, which is going to be this line for this episode. Now you want to take the 2 torches in the middle, which is 2 out on both sides, like this. And you want to put a repeater on both sides, like this. And then redstone, and you want to put 2 repeaters in front of the redstone here. And the fun thing about redstone and repeaters is that it actually travels down the block even though it's not facing. So that's kind of cool to remember. Now we're going to take the middle one. You want to make a X like this and put a redstone in the middle and put a repeater down here like that, like so. Yeah. And now you want to put 2 blocks here for the 2 in the top, 2 redstone down and 1 repeater. So 1 repeater on the other side as well and 2 redstone up. Now there's the middle one, which is the one that fills the most. Here you just want to take wool blocks or whatever you're using to build your machine out. Take it out 1 more and down. And then put the redstone repeater right there. Sorry. Like this. And put redstone all the way. But if you see here, the torch right here is also going to power. And we don't want that. So you're going to put a repeater here as well. Now we have the output for all the repeaters for the button part. You can now cover this up or whatever you want to. Like I'm gonna do right here, so you can't really see the redstone if you're standing outside. Now what you want to do is build the coding part. You want to take some blocks and put in 9 lines that are also 9 long. So I'm just gonna do that here. And it's a good idea when you're doing redstone, always use different kinds of wool or whatever blocks you're using so you can keep a track of all the different wiring that's going to be in the end, because I know personally that there's going to be a lot of difficulty reading. If you're building everything in sandstone, it's going to be very difficult for you to see which redstone that leads where and which is going up and which is going down. Yeah. So now we have the coding part ready, and we need to dig a 2 deep trench all the way with the wool blocks here, and you need to do that everywhere. This is important because this is going to be the part that leads the redstone and the codes, which button you've used and which number the button is and how far up the button is you've pressed and how deep into the system and all that. So yeah, it's very important. And if you have no idea what a decoder is and you want to learn more about this, the decoder is important in a lot of structures that uses buttons or combinations or whatever in Minecraft, so you can build more advanced things with locks or being used with different levers, different places, and yeah. So now we're almost done. I just need 1 more trench, which is this one. Oh, whoops. like this. Yeah, good. It's a good idea that you keep, like over here, you keep a few holes, because that's going to lead the redstone up again from beneath. Now you want to put torches on all the blocks. All the blocks. Oops, that's my fault. Yeah, this is quite a long process building the decoder part. This is also the most time-consuming part. Now you want to put repeaters between all the torches, which will turn them all off. And this is also important, because the torches are the one representing which numbers you're going to press in what order. The first line of wool is actually the first line of, or the first number. Each line vertically is which number it is, or sorry, which yeah, what number you're gonna use. So I'm just gonna make a simple code for this one, which is gonna be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, so first we're gonna take the first button, or 1, and see which row that is. It's this row, and we want 1 to be in the first number, so this is the first row of numbers, and if we destroy 1 here, that means that the first number that's going to be the input is going to be 1. And now we're going to take the second button, which is the one all over here, and this is the second row, which means this is the second input you're going to put, and this is going to be 2, so it's 1 and 2. And now we're just going to do the same for the rest of the buttons. 3 4 5 6 7 7 and 8 and 9. And I'm going to, in the end of this video, I am going to show you how you can make your so it's longer, like if you want 12 different numbers or 20 different numbers, or you want there to be like 100 digits in your code with only 5 numbers, or yeah, whatever you want. So you can always change the number. If you want to switch this so it's not 9 but it's whatever this torch is, you can just switch the torches and it will change the number. But yeah, now after you've put these, it's like you need to destroy the block underneath, and you're gonna put a block there and put redstone on it. And now we're gonna cover this up. I'm gonna put it in another color of wool so I can keep track of it later when I'm gonna test it. And you have to do this every part where you put the number in, or where you destroyed the torch for the number. So I'm gonna do the same here in every single row. And this doesn't necessarily have to be sandstone, or whatever you want to use is fine as well. Just it can have redstone on it. Yeah, and there's probably gonna be mobs spawning down in these hallways if you're building this on survival. So it's a bit dangerous, but just be careful, really. Oh, whoops. Just destroyed a wrong torch here. No big deal, but still. Okay, and now you're gonna go underneath each and lead the redstone up here. And if it's not long enough, if you make it a lot of digits, you can always put a repeater. It doesn't really hurt to put a repeater here. But you have to remember, if you want more than 15 different digits in your code, it's gonna be hard for you, and there's gonna be some numbers that's not gonna work because the redstone signal only travels 15 blocks. So you're gonna have to build some different things when we're gonna make the reset mechanism. So now I'm almost done here. there we go. So what you want to build now is the part where we the honor latch or whatever it's called. I don't really remember what it's called. Yeah, but you're gonna make a pattern of 3. The first one always have to be 3 long, and I'm using black wool so I can keep track. And every second one has only to be 2 far, and you're gonna put a repeater here. This is so it doesn't confuse the different blocks with each other or lines, so it's easier to keep track on them both for their machine and for you. Now you're gonna put a torch on every single one of these on the top, and you're gonna place a block to the right. When you're looking at your decoder, you always have to put it on the right side of the torch. This is gonna do so the torch doesn't interfere with future redstone we're gonna place. This is very important. Now, after you placed all these wool, you're gonna put redstone down the torches. Oops. All the way down. Now what you want to do is you want to put our blue block and a black block between the blue blocks on the end. You want to do that everywhere, like so. Yeah, like this. And you want to put a torch on both. On one side of the block, the black block has to be, or whatever you've chosen, has to be putting towards the decoder. Now when you put all this, you put it on the other side as well. And the redstone also has to travel out to these. Now you put redstone between them as well, as between the torches of the blue block. And you want to put a repeater in front of all the blue block torches. And you want to take a 2 block deep trench like so. No, sorry, I was wrong. You have to, it has to be only 1 deep like this so the torch can reach the redstone. And there has to be redstone beneath all of these black blocks. Actually, this block doesn't have to be there, the last one. So put redstone beneath all these blocks. And yeah, it's totally normal that the redstone is powered on the 2 block long ones. Now for the 3 block long ones, you want to do the same. But here you want to put 2 repeaters instead of 1. Like so. And you just do this same repeated pattern on all of these trenches, like you see me doing right here. And if you don't care to build this machine, I'm also going to put a download link in the description for a map that includes this decoder, so you can copy it with MC Edit or whatever you want to use. For the next step, you are going to put a blue block in front of all these repeaters, or whatever block you use. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say the wool colors I use because, yeah. And you're gonna make them in a shape forward, 1 up, 1 forward, like this. Also on all of them. And remember, all the repeaters have to be in 1. There's not really any that has to have any ticks. And you're going to put a red block on top. Redstone on the back of them all, so the repeaters power them. Now you want to put a torch on the back of all the red blocks. And the red blocks is going to work as the resetter, so it resets all the numbers if you get one wrong. Or it resets the one before the number that we're at. And you want to put one on the front of all these. And it's always a good idea to place them in as that one first and then down this row, because that will do so they don't power themselves. But if you choose to put them this way, this redstone is going to be powered, and you're going to have to destroy the redstone on all of these and put them back on again. Yeah. Now for the next step, you want to put redstone on the top of all these red blocks. And now we're going to make the resetter itself, which is putting a block on the top of all the torches. Yeah, all of them. And then making one up like this in front of the redstone here. And you have to do the step on every single row again. There's also a very important step. Actually, whenever this red line gets powered by all the torches here, and it will reset the whole thing. So if you press the button that doesn't power the resetter, it won't reset, and it will turn on the next torch if the one before it is right as well. So after I've built the resetter on that, I'm going to show you how everything works and how you can check that your own build works. Now we're almost done here. Like so. And you need to do this on all of them. Now I put a torch to power the redstone underneath, like so. Yeah, and then all of these torches should be turned off, and all of these torches should be turned off. And now what you want to do is place a repeater on the top of, you see this torch right here. All of the torches that is there, they do like a zigzag pattern, and you have to put them like this, so they're on the top of the torches, so it doesn't conflict with the redstone on the top. And now you just want to fill the whole row with redstone. Yeah, also in front of the repeater. Just like this. And this is the repeater part. So if you look, whenever this gets powered by the torches underneath, it's going to go to our resetter torch on the red block on the top of the blue right there, and that's going to reset the torches all the way down, so that if you press the wrong number, the whole row is going to reset. So now it's going to be testing time. Yeah, so now we're going to test the machine, and we're going to press 1. And you need to, if you want to see if your machine build works, when you press 1, and if that's your digit, the first digit, this first torch should light up. Then as you press your next digit, which is 2 in my case, it should turn off, and it should move to the next torch. This is so that in the end, on the end torch right there, when that gets lit, that's going to be your output, so that you can power whatever machinery you want. And let's take number 3, right there. So now I'm going to show you what will happen if you press a wrong button. Now it's at the 3rd row, so there's not many rows left. Now if I press a wrong button, I'm just going to press 5 here. Then you saw the things get powered here. The 3 turns off, and you have to start all the way through. So we're just going to test here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just going to check all the torches to make sure everything is working as it's supposed to. 7, 8, 9, or sorry, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, like that. And now we put the last digit in, which was 9. So it's powered down there, and now I'm just gonna put something here to show you the output. So yeah, here you can see that the doors open, and now if I reset the whole thing, press number 5 for an example, it will turn off and the door will be closed. And if we then press everything again, the door should open as normally. I just connected the door to the output, and the output is always going to, you can just place an extra block right here, and this is always going to be your output next to the last torch. And if that gets powered, yeah, that should be it. So that's really your decoder machine and your combi lock machine, and it's pretty hard to build. It's not the hardest thing I've built, but it's fine. As you see, I've built other things over there. Now I'm gonna show you how you can make this larger or shorter if you want to. I'm having some problems if I make the button part or larger with more buttons. There's not gonna be space for the redstone, so you can make if I put a torch there, and there, there's not gonna be enough space for it to get repeaters down here or over there. So if you want to make something larger than 9, I would highly recommend that you put them on the long side like this instead, so they're lined up so there can be repeaters directly behind them, with of course a redstone torch. There always has to be a redstone torch, so these are on, so these are off. Now if we want to make more digits, let's say that we want, it's going to be a 9 long code still, but we want to have 10 different numbers. Then we just add one more torch on every single one, like so. This means that if we put the extra number 10 button right here, the 10th digit, it would power, or sorry, this is going to be a bit hard because there's redstone right there. This is going to power that, which is going to power, damn, like that. So I'm just gonna make a 10th row here quick for you to see. So we're gonna put the 10th row on like so. This means there's a 9 long code with 10 different numbers to put on them. Now if you want there to be more digits that you have to put in, like if you want to make it 9, but there's going to be 18 numbers you have to put in, but there's going to be from 1 to 9 numbers, you're just going to put an extra row here. So now there's going to be 10, the 10th row which we just made there, the 10th digit, number 10, and then this is going to be our 10th number. So this can be anything from 1 to 10. But there's going to be 10 numbers you have to put in now. And we're just going to make that 10 for fun, really. Yeah. So I'm just going to do as we did before. And you would put repeaters there, and you would put your extra resetter here, and I'm not going to do it because it's going to take time to build all of these latches and make everything weirder. So you're just going to put extra rows on if you want more digits in your combo, or a longer code, I mean, and you're just going to make them longer if you want more digits, and more long this way if you want to have more numbers in your combination lock. So that will be it for this time. I can show you how to build. Actually, if you noticed, I didn't press the buttons very fast at the start. That's because if you just spam everything, they will reset automatically. So if I'm gonna press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 really fast, you're gonna see the door doesn't open because it doesn't record spam. You have to press it when the button comes out again. So I press now. Now I press new button. Now I press a new button. Because the redstone has to travel down, all the torches has to travel down through the machine so it can make it. Now you see it reach number 3 right there. So if you want me to, I can show you how to make an anti-spam mechanism. So you can spam the buttons all you want, but there will only be recorded a button every 1 ticks. I can do this with a T flip-flop. or with pistons or with a lot of pistons if I want to. So yeah, write me in the comments what you think about this video. It would help me a lot if I wanted to make some more redstone in the future. What did you think of it? Is there anything I did wrong? Is there anything I can do better? Is there anything else you'd like me to build? Do you have any ideas? Yeah, something like that, really. But I appreciate you for watching this video. Syrian out.